Let's get across to Bisa Degbuyi. He's on the line, joins us on phone this morning. Morning, and thank you for joining us. Well, perhaps you might have been listening to the discussion this morning about political party merger. Dr. Isuwa Dogo here says that absolutely perish the thoughts, CPC, ANPP, and ACN, saying it will not work, and he has never worked in history, he says. What do you think?
And I'm also
Just a minute. What do you think?
Thank you. The gentleman has every right to his own opinions. What I'm just going to say is that whether I will work or not is a function of time. People have the right to come together to pursue goals they believe will assist the country in overcoming its problems. I mean, evidently, this country has been badly mismanaged. And if truly we run a democracy, opportunity will come for other people to be given the chance to administer this country. It is for the people to decide. I'm not going to castigate anybody. I'm not going to label anybody as being corrupt. My position is that let's just allow Nigerian people to decide whether the government of PDP has performed well or not. That's the beauty of democracy.
Yeah, but for what you've seen, do you think there are sufficient indications, given the merger proposal or plan, that the merger will work?
I'm not interested in speculating whether it will work or not. I'm interested in challenging people who believe that the PDP has failed Nigerians and they should get their acts together. Because, I mean, the PDP has demonstrated its total lack of capacity to govern effectively and productively. They wasted resources. It's an inept government. Evidence of failure abound everywhere. And the challenge for us,
give us an example,
is to ensure we give Nigerian people an alternative. And then allow Nigerian people to decide whether they want the continuation of this model, wastage, cluelessness. If they believe that their cost will not be served, then they will vote out the government that has not done well.
If you say evidence of mismanagement everywhere, because if I ask Dr. Dogo, he would disagree. Could you give an example of such failure?
Go and read what Obi Ezekwesili just said. I mean, she sat in this government. She was a minister. She's an insider. She knows everything. This is first interlocutor. The facts speak for themselves. The roads are bad. There's no security. Is this how to run a government? Nigeria has become a lugubrious society. Nasty, short, and brutish. Is anybody doubting that?
Mr. Adeboye,
it's only people who are benefiting unfairly from this recklessness, lawlessness, that we have to go to come on public and say that PDP has done well.
What about the issue of ideology?
Say that again?
What about the issue of political ideologies? There are those who believe that none of the political parties have an ideology, but our guest here has said something that the PDP has an ideology which is targeted towards bettering the lives of Nigerians. How would the place of, what would the,
Professor John Lewis,
what would the role,
what
would be the role of ideology in this measure?
Wait a minute. Professor John Lewis of John Hopkins University succinctly described PDP as a cartel. It's a network of patronage seekers. And a cartel cannot effectively run a government. Now come to the issue of ideology. The leaders or the front runners or the people who are at the forefront of putting this merger together have said that they want to restructure Nigeria. That's an ideology. Nigeria is cumbrous. It's is ungainly, is unwieldy, and it can never meet the kind of architecture we have in place. Buhari and Tinubu have publicly said that they will restructure Nigeria, and they have my support and vote for that. Don't blame PDP any longer. If Nigeria fails again, put the blame at the doorstep of the leaders of opposition, because they now have an opportunity, a golden opportunity for that matter, to offer alternative and allow Nigerians to decide.
All right. Thank you very much indeed.
Can I comment?
Yes,
I
please.
can pick just two issues there. One,
You want to pick John Lewis?
saying
Saying PDP is succinctly describe PDP as a cartel.
that is what I don't want to go to that one. What he has said, he has even failed by himself
How?
to accept or to agree or to postulate that the merger will work. You asked him a question, isn't it? He didn't answer it in the affirmative. Do you see it? So whatever he says after that is utterly irrelevant, because if you do not even believe in the so-called merger and you fail to accept that the merger is going to work and you say you don't want to postulate on that, then tell me what right do you have to call any other group that it is patronage seekers?
No, but he says the merger has his votes and his blessings.
No, you ask him if he thinks it will work. Did he answer in the affirmative? The answer is no. If you could not answer in the affirmative that it will work, then he is disqualified from criticizing anybody. And he is not even, he doesn't have the right to say any other thing negative about the PDP, because he has ab initio failed to agree that the merger will work. And let us come to Ezekwesi. I can't pronounce the name well. You see, that is where you say a person has misplaced her priority. She was in that government. If you have the intellect, you have the will, you have everything to transform the lives of people, why do you need to keep the money? Why do you want to say that, look, you have to just keep it?
No,
if they transform
external reserves.
No, what is external reserve? I'm not one of those economists that believe that you keep your money. America is the biggest debtor, and we all flock there. Use the reserves to transform our economy today.
Yeah, but that's not the issue. The issue, she says,
the issue is that the money was there. She failed to use it for the benefit of Nigerians and left it, and she's now criticizing that some people have squandered it. What prevented her from using the money for the benefit of Nigerians?
Because she wouldn't squander it?
Why? It only shows that maybe she wanted to squander it and it was not allowed. But if if I'm minister, are you getting me?
Yeah.
If I'm minister, the first thing that comes to my mind is what I get for Nigerians. I'm not going to be thinking of how much that I'm saving. What do you talk of savings? Saving,
Dr.
the question
Dogo,
of
you should
savings
advise
is
this present government that is also saving for the future.
No.
They came out with a policy.
Oh, you
and
don't
they're
understand the concept of the
So there's-
savings in this present government.
No.
The concept of the
quite
savings is
different.
to use the resources to develop infrastructure. Do you see it? Instead of just giving it out. That is the concept of this. That is the concept of the sovereign wealth. That is the question of all these savings. But to develop infrastructure. And that is what we expected that time that should have been done. With the 67 billion. To develop infrastructure. Develop this, develop that, develop this. And she was there. She failed to do it. And now she'll come out to complain and say that somebody has filtered it. And let her prove how it was mismanaged.
That's why she has challenged them to a debate. But will they accept
I want to be part of the debate.
You're not the government. So
and I want to be part of the debate. I'll go and sit down and tell her mind and say that she has misplaced her
You have
priorities.
to have your facts and figures
You
to
don't
argue
have
with
the
this
fact.
kind
You
of
are not in
situation.
government.
The facts are there.
You can't know.
I can get the facts.